Okay, now discuss about the Androecium, because in the last classes already we have discussed about our the calyx and corolla. Now it's the time to discuss about Androecium. Androecium is the third hole of the flower. It is the male reproductive organ of the flower. Its individual member is known as stamen. Each stamen is consisted of three parts, that is our anther, connective and filament. So now come to the structure here. Look at now this stamen. The stamen is consisted of three parts. This is filament, connective and the anther. Anther may be the unilobed or may be bilobed. And this middle part is known as the connective. Now come the classification according to the number of stamen, and the flower may be monoandrous having only one stamen, this is the gingivораceae. Diandrous, that is the two androecium. Triandrous, it is the characteristic feature of Poaceae. Tetraandrous, that is Lamiaceae, and that is our the Ocimum sanctum. Pentaandrous, Solanaceae. Hexaandrous or Sativia bamboo. Polyandrous, Rosea, that is the Rosaceae, Euphorbiaceae, etc. Next come to arrangement with respect to sepal and petals. Now here now come to arrangement. Now this is the arrangement with respect to sepal and petal. Always you have to consider that this is a petal when the anthers which are present or stamens which are present in the joining part of the petals is known as alternate. If they are present just opposite here, for example, if our anther is presented here, this is known as opposite. If anther are present or stamen are present at the joint, at the junction part, this is known as the alternate. So again come to here, the according to arrangement they may be haplostimonous. Haplostimonous means when one hole of present, when anther are arranged in one hole or stamens are present in one hole, the alternate with the petal. Here in the figure already you have been seen that here this is the arrangement. Now this is alternate arrangement. This is the haplostimonous condition. Now next come to our the diplostimonous condition, when the stamens are present in two holes. Outer hole that is opposite to sepal, inner hole that is opposite to petal. It is found in Muraya, Dianthus, prickle poppy, Cassia. Always you have to remember this name. Now come to the obdiplostimonous. Here they are arranged in two holes, outer hole opposite to petal, inner hole alternate with the petals. Is found in the Rutaceae, Caryophyllaceae, Geranium, Citrus and the Stellaria. Now on the polystimonous condition, when the stamens are arranged in more than two holes, known as polystimonous condition. It is found in the Delphinium, that belong to the Ranunculaceae. Look at this figure here. Now this is our the condition, isostimonous condition. B is the diplostimonous condition. Here arrange the two holes are present. Here the outer is alternate, inner is opposite. Whereas that is the obdiplostimonous condition. Here look at the outer is opposite but inner is alternate. Always you have to remember this point. Next come to if number of stamens same to the other three holes, this condition known as isostimonous condition. Always you have to remember this point. Now come to according to length. So now first condition is the didynamous condition. If a flower having the four stamens, if two are short, two are long, known as didynamous condition, is found in the family the Lamiaceae, that is the Ocimum sanctum, Tulsi, Acanthaceae, Scapularaceae, Verbanaceae. Always you have to remember all these family name, because the didynamous condition most of comes in the examination. Next, already we have discussed here antisepalous, antipetalous, isostimonous condition already we have discussed. Next come to tetradynamous condition. If there are here in the by wrong mistake, here is a 4 is 10, when a flower having the 6 stamen, out of the 6 stamen, if the two that present outer holes are shorter, if the 4 which are present inner holes are longer, known as the tetradynamous condition. It is the characteristic feature of family Brassicaceae, that is the mustard family. Heterodynamous condition. If stamens of different length in one holds, that's the Cassiatora. This is the family of Fabaceae. Always you have to remember this point here. Now come the cohesion of stamen. So first you have to understand about what does mean by the cohesion. Cohesion is the attachment of the same members, either or the adenation of the members of the same whole. For example, if stamens attached, known as the cohesion. If stamens and the corolla attached or petal attached, known as the adhesion. The different wholes is adhesion, attachment of same members of the same whole, known as the cohesion. First come to the cohesion of stamen. First is the monoadelphous condition. In case of monoadelphous condition, what happen? If the filaments are fused together into a single bundle and anthers are free, known as adelphous condition actually. And for the figure we have to go for here. Look at here. Now come to the adelphous condition here. In case of the adelphous condition, what happen? When the filaments of the anther become joined together and the anther are free, known as the adelphous condition. If they form the one more bundle, that's the monoadelphous condition. If the two bundles, that's the diadelphous condition. Then the monoadelphous condition found in the hibiscus, aptylion or the family Malvaceae, always you remember, as well as the Euphorbiaceae. Next, the diadelphous condition. If our stamens are forms the two bundles, here adelphous means what? The filaments are joined together and anthers are remain free. This is known as the adelphous condition. If they are present in the two bundles, known as the diadelphous condition, it is the characteristic feature of the family Fabaceae, that is the Leguminaceae. Look at this is the condition. This is the diadelphous condition of the Fabaceae. That's a pea plant. Next is our the polyadelphous condition. If they form more than one bundle, known as polyadelphous condition, here the citrus, bombax are ricinous. Always you have to remember all these points because these points are very much important regarding your examination point of view. Next, the syngenesis condition. If anthers are united, filaments are free, known as syngenesis condition, is the characteristic of family Asteraceae. So next come the figure here, Asteraceae. Now this is the Asteraceae. This is a syngenesis condition. Is the syngenesis condition here. Here the anthers are free. Sorry, here the anthers are united and filaments are free. This is a syngenesis condition. Next is the synandrous condition. If anther and filaments all are united together, this is a synandrous condition. Now this B is the synandrous condition. Here all are joined together. This is the synandrous condition. Next is the adhesion. Adhesion means the attachment of the stamen with the any other holes of the flower. So this is the first is the epiphyllous condition. If the stamen is attached with the perianth condition. Perianth means when the calyx and corolla are not differentiated, the condition is known as perianth. Here it is found in the Polyanthus tuberosa, Crinum, Asphodilus, Allium, Asparagus, Aloe vera, etc. Epipetalous condition. When the stamens are attached to the petal, it is commonly found in Nerium, Vinca rosea, Datura, Solanium, and here the Ocimum. It means the family here the Lamiaceae, Vinca rosea is our the Apocynaceae, Solanaceae, etc. here. Now come to the gynandrous condition. When stamen is attached to gynoecium, the condition known as the gynandrous condition, then it is commonly found in the family Asclepidaceae. Here in case of Asclepidaceae, what happen? The stamens adenate or attach with stigma to form the gynostegium condition. This point is maximum time comes as the question in the examination. Always you have to remember this. The gynostegium condition found in the Asclepidaceae family Oroca, and then now come the figure here, and this condition is our gynostegium condition. This is the gynostegium condition. Now in the Orchidaceae, stamens attached with the style to form the gynostemium condition. This point is also another point. Always in the examination, the question asks the gynostegium condition and gynostemium condition found where. The answer should be the Calotropis, our Asclepidaceae gynostegium, and in Orchidaceae gynostemium conditions. Next is the attachment of filament with anther. How the filaments are attached to anther, it may be basifixed. If attached the base, The Raphanus, Brassica, Solanus, Carex, dorsifix means at the back of the anther. It is found in Datura, Passiflora, Hibiscus, then Adinate. Attached throughout its whole length. There is the Michaelia champaka, Magnolia, then versatile. If and in case of the versatile, what happen? And then this anther is attached in such a way that they remains versatile, means they can also freely move. Especially it is found in the grass family. That is the Cynodon, Oryza, Titicum, that is the Calimustimon, Salvia, Eucalyptus, Gloriosa. Then it is about the then etc. Now come to classification of flower on the basis of number of stamens. That is the monoandrous found in the turmeric and ginger, diandrous, Adathoda vasica, triandrous, Coaceae and Cyperaceae. Look at, and then the point that I have written here, then these are very much important. The anthers are united laterally and fused with the styles and stigma to form the gynoecium condition. Already we have discussed in the Orchidaceae. Sometimes stamens are without anther called a staminode condition or a sterile anther. It is found in Cassia and Gloriosa. In Canna, that is the Gingiviferous family, the staminode is petal-like and showy, so that the stamens, that is the stamen present but anther is absent, but it is petaloid, and this point is very much important. The staminode condition is found where in the canna as well in the gingiva. In salvia, out of two anther lobe, one is fertile and another is sterile. Stamens may be without filament, that is arum, is Aricaceae. The gradual transition from petal to stamen is observed in blue lotus, that is Nymphea stellata, then and a white water lily, Nymphea alba. In a Ricinus communis, filament is branched. Most often this comes in the examination, in which plant the filament is branched. Sometimes the horny appendages called staminal corona found in the Calotropis procera. Staminal corona means this is our the stamen. If there is any hair-like outgrowth found the stamen, known as the staminal corona. So that the corollary corona already we have discussed when you discuss the corolla, but here this is about the staminal corona. So that the hair-like outgrowth present on the stamen. These are the points which are very much important. The branched stamen, that's a staminal corona, that's staminode condition, and where the staminode is petal-like, and these are the very much crucial points regarding about the anther. Now the tetrandrous condition, ocimum, pentandrous, hexandrous, polyandrous, already we have been discussed, and then these are the conditions already we have discussed here. The basifix, this is the basifixed, the base arrangement, adenate, dorsifixed, and then one is about the introse and extrose condition. When the dehiscence or the release of pollen grain occur outside the flower, introse, inside the outside the flower, extrose, inside the flower is the introse condition. Now next come to the gynoecium. The gynoecium is the female reproductive organ of the flower. Its individual member known as carpel. Each carpel is consist of basal swollen ovary, a long style, and apical stigma. So now come to, and already we have discussed, it is consist of three part: ovary style stigma, sterile pistil called pestillode. Gynoecium consists of one or more carpel. It is two types. When our gynoecium consists of only one carpel, known as monocarpellary. The gynoecium made up of one carpel, that is a Fabaceae poaceae. This is the special feature. The compound when a flower having more than one carpel, known as polycarpellary. It is the family Solanaceae, Lamiaceae, and Malvaceae. Polycarpellary gynoecium is of two types: the apocarpous and syncarpous. Suppose we are having a flower. If this flower having the two carpel, if the two carpels are free, they are known as the apocarpous condition. If the two carpels are fused, and known as the syncarpous condition. Apocarpous condition found in Michaelia and Atrobatis, and our syncarpous condition found in Brassicaceae, Malvaceae, Asteraceae, etc. And this condition is the syncarpous condition. This is the apocarpous condition. Suppose this is a single carpel here, this is the having only one ovary. Suppose this is the one ovary here, this is one style and one stigma. Next is the our ovary. Look at then here the ovary having the two suture, one is the dorsal suture and is the ventral suture. Always you have compare the ovary as a leaf. Suppose this is the leaf. Now this is the midrib of the leaf, and you take leaf and just fold it, and the two edges of the leaf that touch, this is the ventral suture. The midrib that remain known as the ventral suture. Depending on position of the thalamus, the ovary may be here the superior ovary, inferior ovary and semi-inferior. That is the Solanaceae, Lamiaceae, Malvaceae. The superior ovary means hypogonous condition, inferior means epigonous condition, already we have discussed in the flower. Semi-inferior, this is the perigynous condition. This is the Pisum, Satypium, Rosa. Always you have to remember this, where ovary superior, inferior, semi-inferior, etc. Next comes the style. The style is apical, means from the top of the ovary. When the look at this figure here. Here terminal. When the style is developed from top of the ovary is known as the terminal. This is the terminal. It is found in hibiscus, dianthus, lateral. When it is arises from the lateral part is known as the lateral. It is found in strawberry. Now come to the gynobasic style, and this is the most common example. This is the most important question. When this ovary, when the style that come from the base of the ovary, this one the gynobasic style. It is found in our Lamiaceae, and it is the most crucial question. Look at now this is the gynobasic style C, and here it is this ovary is four lobed is here, but here this is the style which arises from the base here. Now comes the stylopodium. This is another important point. Stylopodium here, when the base of style is swollen, and a pad-like structure is called stylopodium, is found in our coriandrum, and this one is so much important. Here this stylopodium found in our coriandrum. Next is our in canna and iris, it is petaloid. In Arvelia, Clematis, digitalis, the persistent style is present. Branch style present in some member of the Euphorbiaceae, that is the Ricinus, etc. This is all plants belong to the Euphorbiaceae. Stigma. The apical part of the style is the stigma. Stigma here, look at the stigma is the sessile. In style absent. Stigma directly born on the ovary is the Sambucus, Berberis, lotus. Look at, and here this point should be remembered. One condition is the syngynia. In our the Loniceria of Carpifoliaceae, ovaries of two adjoining flowers may fuse while other parts of flower remain free. This is known as a syngynia condition. Solanum, the carpels are completely united. Always you have to remember these points. In hibiscus, ovary style united and stigma free. Lilium and pink flower, ovary is united, style and stigma free. Apocynaceae, Asclepiadaceae, ovary free, styles only unite at the stigma from gynostosion condition. Already we have discussed. Next is the next come to our stigma also. Stigma is lobed in case of Ocimum, triped in Cyperus, capitate is mustard cap-like structure, feather is rice. Next is the striate like the prickle poppy, that is a branch in Begonia, funnel shaped in Jaffron. Placentation. Placentation is the arrangement of the ovule on placenta is known as placentation. We are having following types of placentation: is the marginal placentation, axial placentation, free central, parietal, basal placentation, and superficial and lamellar. Next come to here the placentation. Here the marginal placentations is commonly found in our the Mimosa pudica, P, that is a Fabaceae. Axial placentation means here the axial placentation found in our Malvaceae. Here it is found in the syncarpous ovule. Here the syncarpous condition. Look at, suppose in case of the Malvaceae there are the five carpels are present. means 5 ovary present here. The 5 ovary which are fused together to form a large ovary. So syncarpous condition here. Here each ovary represent one locus. Inside one locus we are having ovule present here. This is the white structures are the ovule. So that all the ovules which are arise from the central part. The central part is occupied by placenta. The central white part is the placenta. Next axially is the parietal. In the parietal what happen? And then it is similar to axial presentation, but the septa are absent here. Next is the parietal. Here this is parietal. The ovules are developed from the periphery. The free central. Then now come to the free central. Here the septa or partition wall in the young ovary should break down, making the ovary is one chamber. Here na free central and basal. Here the ovary is bi or multicarpellary but unilocular. This is about the basal presentation. And already then and you have got the figure. Then superficial in this type ovary, multicarpellary, multilocular as in the axial presentation, but placenta in this case develop all around the inner face of the partition wall. Then now this is the superficial, and these are not so much important, but always you have to remember these points. And now look at, and all these are about our the gynoecium and the androecium.